Hi guys, Dazzie here with another episode of my top 20 selling comic books of the week. This time is episode 208, and today I'll be discussing the best selling comic books on eBay for the week ending the 11th of November 2022. Now, since coverprice.com came on the scene, they've become a go-to spot for watching eBay trends on comics, and they scour thousands of eBay sales to culminate data to spotlight the hottest selling books. As always guys, let's find out if you can beat me. It's not difficult, but before we continue, if I could perhaps ask you for a subscription, a like, a share, a comment, ding that bell for notifications. It all really helps my low grade productions. Okay, starting in at number 20, of course. This is a nice little key from 2004, Marvel, and we are getting the Secret Invasion show. It's going to be coming early. Well, when I say early, we're in the new year, within a couple of months, isn't it? And this book has been getting a lot of traction after it was released that a famous actress, Emilia Clarke, is going to be playing the character in this book, and that is Astonishing X-Men, issue number 6. This is the first full appearance of Abigail Brand, a sword agent. And yep, that's apparently who she is going to be playing. It's the character I always thought she would be playing. I know she was tied down to Queen Varenke, the Skrull Queen, at some point as well. But like I said, this is also the first appearance of SWORD, the Sentient Worlds Observation and Response Department, which is an organisation, a division of S.H.I.E.L.D. We saw them in the WandaVision TV show. But this book has always been a minor key, but now it is getting to some nice heights. This book sold 14 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 81%, with a high sale, CGC 9.8, going for $230. On average now, the raws are setting you back around about $33. Paid £1.36 for this copy. Showed you it last time because this book was number 1 in the top 20 last time round. This is the real book to have if you're going after Abigail Brand. That is the newsstand, and I found a couple of them for £1 recently. Delighted about that. 96p I paid for them as well. Woo! Boom. And like I said, when it comes to Abigail Brand, don't forget this book as well, guys. Astonishing X-Men, issue number 3, her first cameo appearance. I've got issues 3 and 6 currently listed on my eBay page. Shameless plug. Paid £2.75 for that one. Okay, number 19 on our list. Marvel book, 2010 this time. We had Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I wasn't the biggest fan. It's about a 7 out of 10 for me, and I was expecting much higher. But it's impossible to fill Chadwick Boseman's shoes, isn't it, really? They tried their best, but Namor was a little bit off for me. The CGI was off. The gags didn't hit home. Yeah, a bit of a miss from me. But there's never a terrible MCU film, is there? And post-credits, we got the announcement that Black Panther had a son. And this is why this book got very, very hot. From 2010, we are talking Avengers number 1, guys. Here is your issue, and that, guys, is the first cameo appearance of Azari, the son of T'Challa, from basically an alternate universe or multiverse. This book has been doing well. It sold 15 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 81%, with a high sale raw copy going for $28. Near mints in the raw range on average now we're setting back $12. 18 on our list, and we have WandaVision. I'm a fan of Vision. I'm a fan of the Scarlet Witch. I wasn't really a fan of WandaVision. And of course, in WandaVision, we got the White Vision, or the colourless Vision. And now we have had the announcement that apparently we're getting a Vision or White Vision show called Vision Quest. Number 18 on our list is a book that was hot. It came down. Now it's gone back up again. 1989's West Coast Avengers, issue number 45, and the first appearance of the colourless Vision. Of course, the normal Vision was wiped out in Infinity War, wasn't he? Great book. Paid £1.19 for this. Sold 2 or 3 of these in the past as well. This book, though, is going nicely. It sold 28 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 69%, with a high sale, CGC 9.8, going for $494.95. Wow. Near mints in the raw range on average now we're sitting back a very nice $52. I've missed out there, I think, with my sales. Number 17 on our list. We recently lost the late great William Hurt as the Deus Ross. Yeah, he sadly passed away from the MCU, but he has been replaced by one of my favourite actors, Indy and Han Solo's Harrison Ford. Yeah, and of course that got collectors going after the first appearance of the Red Hulk. Yeah, we're fully expecting to see this, and quite possibly in the Thunderbolts movie. This is the first appearance of the Red Hulk, the Deus Ross, but only on the cover. I like Hulk 2 a lot, and I think that book will go up because it's also the first appearance of A-Bomb. Death of the Abomination in this issue. This is the regular Ed McGuinness cover. This book sold 15 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 97% with a high sale CGC 9.8, going for $399.99. Current Raws in the near mint range will set it back a whopping $73. I've sold several of these in the past, never paid more than a couple of quid. This one I paid £1 for in the GloucesterCon of 2018. I'm showing off now though, because as well as the regular cover, I also have the 1 in 50 that comes from Ed McGuinness. If that Hulk ever comes, this is going to be the book to go after. And this is limited to 1,500 copies. Paid 17 quid for that. Got a little bit of corner crease though. But my good friend, the UK comic collector, said, if any time I want a book pressed, he's the guy that I'd go to. Number 16 on our list. And every fan is now speculating, of course, that Ghost Rider is going to be coming at some point. And it's probably going to be Johnny Blaze, but, or could it be even Robbie Reyes? Possibly. But people are going after this book quite a lot at the moment. From 1990, we've got Ghost Rider issue number 1. The first appearance and origin of the second Ghost Rider, Danny Ketch. And that is a caricature that actually appeared in that wretched Ghost Rider, The Spirit of Vengeance movie as a child, I believe. It's also the first appearance of the Death Watch in this issue. This book sold 11 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 126% with a high sale CGC 9.8, going for $308. Paid 5 quid for this copy, which is my best one. I've sold a couple of these as well, but there's coin to be made there. Okay, 15 on our list. Black to Black Panther, The Wakanda Forever. Of course, the big books are probably Fantastic Four 52, the first appearance of the Black Panther. And then I picked up a nice copy recently of an upgrade on Fantastic Four 53, first appearance of Claw, and the second appearance of Black Panther. But after that one, this is probably the book to go after, and it is a cracking book from 1977. We have Black Panther issue number 1, and some gorgeous Jack Kirby goodness. First appearance of the Collectors team and its members, Abner Little, Princess Xanda, and Silas Mourner. But like I say, it's the first solo Black Panther series. This book sold 22 copies, giving it a 7-day trend to plus 72% with a high sale CGC 9.8, going for $1,250. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this could be the third Marvel book I ever picked up, and that was in the back end of 2017. Yeah, I used to be solely a DC collector. My first one I picked up was the Incredible Hulk 340, the that classic cover, and then I picked up a charity shop. I found the first appearance of Bishop, and this was the third one. Paid 10 quid for this at a car boot. Great investment. Number 14 on our list. Secret Wars is coming, guys, isn't it? It's been announced, and this book has been getting a lot of love because of it. From 1984, number 14 on our list is Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars issue number 1. Now, I have most of the keys from the run, but I do not have this book as yet. I've seen it at cons in around about the 30 to 40 price range, but the grade was a little bit off. But the book is going crazy at the moment. I didn't even want to pay 30 for it. It's not a book that I'm going silly after. I'll find one eventually. This book sold 14 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 119% with a high sale CGC 9.8, going for $420. Rolls in the very fine range now on average to set you back $37, so it's come right down. Number 13 on our list, the Groundhog Day of comics. It always feels like this book's around. From 1992. Images, of course, Spawn number 1, guys. Yeah, great issue. We know what it is. First appearance of Spawn, Albert Francis, Al Simmons. First appearance of Mel Buglia. First appearance of Jason Wynn, Wanda Fitzgerald. Sam and Twitch were greenlit for their own Netflix live action show. Pin Up a Pit, second title ever published by Image Comics. Tom McFarlane artwork, which is absolutely stunning. Of course, he has been doing a lot of CGC signings of late. And there is another Spawn movie coming starring Jamie Foxx. And I think Jeremy Renner was attached as well. But of course, he's had his accident. Time will tell. This book, though, sold 40 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 94%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $239.99. Raws in the near mint range on average now, $27. Paid £1.31 for this copy. February 2018 of the legendary Car Boot Tony. Came to my house with a big bag of comics. All good key issues as well. Okay, number 12 on our list. I just spoke about Secret Wars. And this is a pretty iconic one when it comes to Secret Wars titles. It is, of course, at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, we saw Tom Hardy's Venom, a little bit of the symbiote come away. So we're thinking that perhaps Tom Holland's Spider-Man might be getting the black suit. Number 12 on our list is Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars issue number 8. The origin of the black symbiote costume that becomes Venom. Second appearance of Spider-Woman, Julia Carpenter. Now, Spider-Man's new black costume is explained as an alien costume in this issue. And Spider-Man's black costume first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man issue 252, which I showed you recently. Marvel Team Up 141 and Spectacular Spider-Man issue 90, which were all published in May of 1984, guys. 7 months before the release of Secret Wars 8 in December. However, in Marvel's continuity, and this is the important thing, the events in Secret Wars 8 take place before Amazing Spider-Man 252, Marvel Team Up 141 and Spectacular Spider-Man issue 90. A proper breakdown. Oh, by the way, didn't pay a penny for that issue. Nice competition to win. If I ever won one, was off the legendary YouTuber Joker68 from across the pond. Picked up so many great books from that competition win, and couldn't thank him enough. Okay, we are at our first incentive. It's not an incentive, but it is a very scarce book, guys. Yeah, Deadpool books are pretty renowned for having fairly amazing characters on their front covers, or celebrities guest star on their covers, and this one is perhaps pretty notorious because it is the one that is notorious. It is Biggie, or B-I-G. Number 11 on our list is Deadpool 1, the Ken Lashley, the whole notorious B.I.G. Here we go, guys. Here is your cover. And there he is alongside Deadpool. Boom. Now this book is pricey, guys. So I can't imagine too many of us will have it because it's pretty scarce as well. The book sold 30 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 76%, with a high sale raw copy going for $99.99. And this is a tough one to get hold of, guys. It's the cover alone that sparks the interest. We're into the big top 10, guys. And a solid start for me. Can't complain. Do you know what? I actually beat Patrick last week. Happy New Year, Dazzie. Okay, number 10 on our list, guys. And I spoke about this character that appeared in the end of the Wakanda Forever movie. We're talking the son of Black Panther. Number 10 on our list is Avengers issue 6 from 2010. First full appearance of the next Avengers team. Torun, Henry Pym Jr., Francis Barton, James Rogers, and like I said, guys, most importantly, Azari, the son of T'Challa and Storm from an alternate reality. Now, characters are not fully identified by name or parentage until Avengers World issue 9, so that's a nice little minor key to go after. Keep finding this book. Paid £3.61 for this one, but what did it do? This one sold 16 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 109%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 copy going for $158. Raws in the near mint range on average now, $24. Okay, number 9 on our list, and of course, a lot of news flying around at the moment. And my favourite actor, or one of my favourite actors, Hugh Jackman, he's coming back. to reprise the role of Wolverine. Happy days. How good is Deadpool 3 going to be? Yeah. And all Wolverine books are getting hot at the moment. And this one is no exception. Number 9 on our list from 1988 is Wolverine, issue number 1. Some goodness from Buscema and Chris Claremont. There you go, guys. First ongoing series. We had the mini series, didn't we? The 4-issue one prior. This is a book I keep seeing, but the conditions are always off. And being a Wolverine fan, I need a nice copy, but I'm not paying silly money. I'll buy me time. What numbers did this one do? Well, it sold 16 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 108% with a high sale CGC 9.8 copy going for a whopping $500. Wow, not on your Nelly would I pay that. Raws in the near mint range on average now $47. Can't wait for that movie. It will challenge Endgame and Infinity War's box office, I believe. Okay, number 8 on our list is a Marvel book from 2016. Back to Wakanda Forever, and we were introduced to, of course, to Ironheart. And what do I think of Ironheart? Not a lot. Am I excited for the new show? Not really. Didn't like the actress's portrayal at all, to be fair. But number 8 on our list is from 2016, Invincible Iron Man, issue number 9. The first full appearance of Riri Williams, who suits up in armour, but not Ironheart armour in this issue. This is the regular Mike Deodato Jr. first printing, and it sold 16 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 114%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 copy going for $393, and Raws in the near range on average now $87. £8 I paid for that. I have sold, I think the last one I picked up was about 20 quid, and I sold it for about 60, so there was money to be made, definitely. And if you've got issue number 9, of course you need issue number 7 to go with that, the first cameo appearance of Riri Williams, who goes on to become Ironheart. Okay, where are we now, guys? We are at number 7 on our list, and a recent release, this one, and it is an incentive, and what's more, it comes from DC. Yeah, I must admit I gave up collecting in the 90s, but one of the staple books from them was Superman 75 and the Death of Superman and Doomsday. How many copies were there? Millions out there, and collectors bought them in their droves thinking it would be the next greatest thing. It sadly didn't pan out that way, but a bit of renewed love of late, because the 30th anniversary is upon us, and nearly, and or just past, I think. And number 7 on our list, like I said, a recent release is Superman issue 75. Yeah, this is a reprint of the classic tale, and this is an awesome variant, and it comes from Dan Jurgens. Number 7 on our list, Superman 75, the 1 in 25 from Mr. Jurgens. Here it is, guys. That is a very, very cool looking cover. Simplistic, foil, but I like it. What numbers did this one do? Well, it tracked 13 copies sold, giving it a 7-day trend plus 155%, with a high sale raw copy going for $51, and near mints on average now $45. Number 6 on our list, back to Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Yeah, a lot of their characters I have not a lot of time for, I've got to be honest, but I do enjoy Shuri as a character, but sadly she just can't front a film. She's a great secondary character, but she is our Black Panther going forward. Number 6 on our list is Black Panther issue number 2, the first appearance of Shuri. Yeah, first appearance of Shuri, and this book sold 22 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 96%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 copy going for $325, and near mints on average now $103. I paid 20 quid for this copy, and that was in the back end of 2020 at the Worcester shop. Out of this world, one of my favourites. Okay, number 5 on our list, and sticking with Black Panther, and when it comes to recent Black Panther books, Tolson is probably one of the main characters. Well, it has to be the main character of late. Number 5 on our list is the first appearance of Tolson, and this is Black Panther issue 3 from 2022. But this, guys, is the scarcer second printing, guys. Here it is. Boom. Must admit, not being a new comic book day guy, I missed out on the Tolson character. Again, it's a character I will find eventually. When you keep putting yourself out there, the books will come. This book sold 23 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 133%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 copy going for $120. Raws in the near mint range on average now, $18 for that second printing. Yeah, there is a Wakanda show coming as well. Who knows whether we will see Tolson, but collectors seem to think so. Number 4 on our list, and per Hollywood Reporter, guys, Daniel Kaluuya will voice Spider-Punk in the upcoming Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and news has reached all corners of the fandom. Number 4 on our list is a cracking book. It is Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 10, like I said, and this comes from 2014. First appearance of Spider-Punk, aka the Arachnic Spider-Man, Hobart Hobby Brown. So Spider-Verse tie-in, lovely Olivier Coipel cover. Paid £1.44 for that. Can you believe it, guys? This book sold 23 copies, giving it a 7-day trend of plus 141%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 copy going for $250. Raws in the near mint range on average now, $70. £1.44. Woohoo! When did I get that? The first in January of last year. Number 3 on our list. And we've had news, of course, of James Gunn going over to DC, and he's been putting up different pictures of which characters he might want to use. One of them was Lobo. And number 3 on our list is the first Lobo series, and it comes from 1990. Number 3 on. Here it is. Lobo, issue number 1 from 1990, guys. There is your cover. It's a cover I've seen on multiple times. So don't go paying silly prices for it. I do like Lobo, and of course Jason Momoa has been linked with Lobo, which I find ridiculous because he's Aquaman. How can you play 2 different characters? Because eventually, if you're putting all the universe together, they've got to meet up. It'd be crazy. The book, though, sold 24 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 165%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $175. Raws in the very fine range on average, $13. And number 2 on our list, and we're sticking with Black Panther. Yeah, we're still talking about Tolson. Tolson. I guess it's Tolson, isn't it? But yeah, collectors thought that he was going to appear in the Black Panther 2 movie. It didn't. But now they're seeming to think that he will be appearing in the Wakandan show, and I think there's a chance of that. Number 2 on our list, I showed you the second printing. Number 2 on our list is Black Panther, issue number 3 from 2022, and the first printing and first appearance of Tolson. This book is probably one of the biggest books of last year. There it is, guys. Boom. First appearance of Tolson. You can see there what he's going for. Still very good money. This book sold 46 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 126%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 copy going for $200. Raws in the near mint range were around about $81, but as you can see, they are dropping down to around about, I would say, about 65 to 70. Number 1 on our list, and we are there, guys. Oh, just spoke about this character. DC having a number 1. It's great. Hence, we got the DC shirt on. Number 1 on our list from 1983 is the Omega Men, issue number 3. Cracking cover, cracking issue, the first appearance of Lobo. And of course, Lobo appeared in the Krypton TV show. It was a shocking version. Lobo has all the potential in the world, and I think it could be DC's Deadpool-like character. Paid 25 quid for this book. Quick story, I bought this book long time ago when I was in London. I picked it up in Gosh Comics. At the time, in 2016, it was one of the first big keys, or semi-big keys, I picked up. And then I got on a bus with a bag full of keys, and I got off the bus, and went back to me digs and realised I'd left the bag of comics on the bus. I was devastated, guys. You know, it's not an expensive book. For me, it was a big key. I was driving home and I thought, you know what, let's phone and find it. I went to the bus station and been handed in, left the number there, started driving home from London back to Gloucestershire, and got a phone call. A bag had been handed in. I drove back there and it was there. Woohoo! Yeah, here we go, guys. What details of this one? I've just told you, Jason Momoa could be Lobo. I could see it, but not as he's Aquaman. This book sold 89 copies, giving it a 7-day trend plus 130%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 copy going for $360. Raws in the near range on average 117. I picked up another copy a couple of years ago at the Birmingham Con for £3. Sold it for about 50, so that was a nice profit. That's it, guys. How many did I do? Because I think I've done all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep them coming, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, come on, let's be having it. Let me know in the comments how many you got, guys, and thanks a million for your support. Bye for now.